Why you all gagging? She bring it to you every ball. I'm your host, not for possession, Narcissa Deville, and welcome to hell. Woo, bitch. Okay, let's get straight the fuck into it. Because, girl, this episode, woo, shit. Okay, so let's get straight into it, bitch, okay? Because I got some thoughts. You know, it was surprising because there wasn't really, like, as much drama in the beginning as I think we're kind of used to. It was actually kind of, I don't want to say drama-free, but it wasn't as dramatic as I think it normally has been the last few episodes. So this episode started with a little mini challenge. It went by pretty fast, but the general gist of it was to kind of make themselves up in quick drag and do little Polaroid looks as a part of their Andy Warhol kind of look. I thought this was really, really cute. Obviously, I thought Trixie was really cute. And the winner of this challenge was actually Aja, giving you a very, like, Jackie O look. It was just very, very cute. I absolutely loved her look. I definitely thought she should win that mini challenge, so I think it worked out really, really well. And then, of course, we had the main challenge, which was 2 looks. The first of which was the soup can Realness. The second of which was a Studio 54 Disco Queen look. So let's just get right into it. Let's get into the drama and conflama. Let's talk about Ru's look, because Ru was very much giving you like melted silver, maybe platinum. Like, it was just so gorgeous, very, very shiny. And then she had like those touches of pink in her. It was just, I mean, honestly, I think Ru can do no wrong. She's the winner of every challenge, every season. Let's just be real. Ru always looks stunning. I could probably spend, 10 minutes just talking about Ru's look, but this isn't really about her, right? I mean, it is, but it's not. So first up, we had Miss Shangela giving you a very, like, candy type of soup can. She called it sugar tits. The judges really didn't like her can look. They really felt like it was just very meh, I guess. And looking at it, it's a cute idea, but I can see why they said it doesn't really fit Aja, so it kind of didn't really make sense for a soup can look. And again, I don't think anyone really went for like literal soups. So like when you look at them, you're like, okay, none of these necessarily make sense as a soup. So why they're reading her because she wanted a sweet soup, I thought was kind of, I don't know. I just thought that was really weird. I was like, okay, girl, whatever. Next up, we had Miss Shangela giving you holla loops because, I mean, that is really her brand. Now, they weren't necessarily too thrilled about the idea of, like, a canned fish soup, which I get what she's going for, but that does sound absolutely disgusting. But I think if you know anything about Shangela, holla loops, it's cute, it works. It definitely gives you that Shangela vibe, so I have to give it to her. That's pretty fucking cute. Next up, we had Miss Trixie Mattel giving you Pep Abysmal, very, very, very dark humor. Right on there, it says may cause death. I adore that. I thought hers was really, really funny. I loved how they had their little stories to go with it, giving you very season 7 Hello Kitty realness. Like, it was just a cute little idea, and I loved how they had everything set up. I don't know. Obviously, I'm a little bit biased. I love Trixie and everything she does, but I thought this was actually really, really cute. And obviously the judges really loved this look and really felt like it fit her. So, I think it worked out very well for her this week. Next up, we had Miss Kennedy giving you Grandma Kennedy's, the fuck does that say? Pot liquor juice. Oh boy. So this week Kennedy gave us very like old lady vibe. She was trying to, it's supposed to be to grow your ass, but Nobody really got that necessarily. And the fact that she did the grandma thing, I think really didn't sit well with the judges. So it was one of those things where it was like, not really Kennedy's best week, to be honest, as far as like this look goes. It was just kind of like, meh. Next up, we had Bebe, Zahara, Benet giving you Zaza peanut soup, which I think is disgusting sounding and a little bit odd, but whatever, sure. She kind of, I don't know, it's a very like plain look, like the whole spicy peanut soup. It was very plain, but it's very like, I feel like it's pretty Bebe. Like, I think it could give you that whole Bebe thing. You know, she's got the little outline of Africa. So, like, I get it, but it's also like, I mean, really, at this point, I just feel like that's kind of, it's too low key, if that makes sense. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like her soup can in particular, it's just too low key. Next up, we had Miss Ben De La Creme giving you Creme De La Creme all-purpose soup. And I really feel like, obviously, this very much fits her. You know, the judges said it was very terminally delightful, which is, of course, Ben's go-to aesthetic. I love how she has this face on the soup bowl that kind of almost looks like Bianca Del Rio if she existed on a soup bowl. It's very, very cute. It's very, very happy, if that makes sense. I don't know. I really didn't care for this. I just don't know what to say. It's very colorful. It definitely, I feel like more than any of them, this definitely gives you a very Warholian vibe, if that makes sense. There's something about it that looks slightly more Warhol than the rest, but I still just don't care for it. So next up we had the Studio 54 Disco Queen Realness starting once again with Aja, and I actually really thought her look was cute. One of the problems the judges had with it was that they didn't feel it was very disco, and she was trying to say that it was very like Brigitte Bardot, and I could see that in the hair, which of course they pointed out was the 60s and not the 70s. So I kind of see where they're coming from in that, but I did think the outfit was very, very cute. Unfortunately, the fact that they didn't like her soup can and they didn't like her disco outfit meant Aja was kind of in trouble this week. Next up, we had Miss Shangela giving you gold record realness, let's say. I definitely, like, in the hair, I can get kind of a Donna Summer vibe. Like, her attitude, maybe I can get a Donna Summer vibe. But honestly, beyond that, this outfit was pretty fucking terrible. You know, she had 3 gold records just going down her body, which really made no sense. They really had nothing to do with anything. And I don't necessarily feel like it gives you any more 70s vibe than really anything else. And I think compared to her versus Aja, I feel like her outfit was far and away worse. I almost could have liked the little disc she had on her head if it wasn't covering her face, which was a complaint the judges made. They felt like it didn't make sense that it was covering her, like, entire face. And honestly, I have to agree. Like, this outfit is just, what even is this? Like, to go from winning the last challenge and being in the top of the last challenge to this challenge where, yes, you made this yourself and you took 2 months of sewing classes, but still that's what you came up with. Shangela is an amazing queen, so to see this, it's like... Next up, of course, we had Miss Trixie Mattel giving you Barbie Disco Realness. Hot pink, as always, that's her signature color. This look was stunning. I love those, like, pink glasses. I love how the outfit was, like, snatched to her body. It was just so cute. And I feel like Disco Barbie is very much in Trixie's wheelhouse. Like, I feel like that's very much her aesthetic anyway. So I feel like this challenge was kind of made for her because she just looked so gorgeous and the judges love it. They said she killed the challenge. Like, it was just very, like, 10s across the board, bitch. Yes! Next up, we had Miss Kennedy Davenport giving you my favorite color, emerald green, or one of my favorite colors. So here's the thing about this look. The judges really seem to like this look, and compared to her Campbell's soup can, I think they liked it a lot better. My thing is, my immediate thought with this look, with like the hair and the bodysuit and just the one little cuff right here, I really immediately thought of when Jaden Dior Fierce went home in season 7 when she was attached to Tempest du Jour and they went home. Like, that is immediately the thought I had when looking at this. I don't know why. She looks like Jaden and Tempest's love child. It's absolutely stunning. Like, I love the emerald on her and I really, really like it, but I don't know why that was like my immediate thought, and I was just like, oh my god. Next up, we had Miss Bebe Zahara Benet giving you all kinds of hollow realness, hollow queen. I love this dress. I don't know what it is. I think it's the way the light catches like the silver and creates those rainbows. I was just stunned by this dress. I really thought it was so gorgeous to look at. And I think, you know, the judges really seemed to like it too. It was just, I think this was a really good look for Bebe. Lastly, we had Miss Ben De La Creme giving you kind of orange. You know what it reminded me of? Remember in season 6 when they had to do the ball and she did the Banshee Girl Realness? And they kind of were like, yeah, no. That's kind of what this reminds me of. Like, she's got the little half fur. She's got the bodysuit. Like, it's cute enough, but it definitely, I don't know that it necessarily said disco any more than the last one said Banshee Girl. So, yeah. I don't know, this really wasn't Ben De La's night, and I think the judges kind of caught up on that. They said that she seemed kind of tired. They seemed like she seemed low energy. Like, they really were not feeling her this week. And so ultimately what that meant was that in a stunning twist of events, Bebe and Trixie were in the top, Dela and Kennedy were safe, and Aja and Shangela were in the bottom. Now, I have a lot of thoughts about this because honestly, I'm very curious to know who Trixie would have picked, because I think if she's going by the fact that Shangela saved her, obviously she would have picked Aja. However, if she's going by what the challenge was and what the parameters of the challenge were, I really feel like Shangela probably would have gone home. Her soup can obviously said her, but her runway look really didn't. So I think if you consider the two of them, it's kind of difficult to say. Obviously, Shangela, I think, has done incredible this season. She's been absolutely fabulous, as has Aja. I think they've both been incredible, you know, competitors. Shangela, of course, has been an all-star regardless of the show. But something about her look, her runway look, Shangela, was just so bad that you're almost like, I don't know. And then, of course, Aja, like I said, I really thought her dress was cute. I really thought her look was cute. Her soup was okay, but, you know, she was 0 for 2, so of course, you know, that's what gets you in the bottom. The lip sync song this week was The Boss by Diana Ross, and I really felt like in this lip sync, Trixie was definitely giving you more energy, but there was something about Bebe that was definitely giving you that Diana Ross vibe, and I think ultimately that's what got her to win. And then, of course, you know, she had the tearful goodbye, she had the kind of breakdown because she's like, listen, I have to send Aja home. And I have to say, I'm actually really, really disappointed to see Aja go. I really, really loved her. You know, I didn't have a lot of thoughts about her during her season, but seeing her in All Stars and seeing just how much she grew, I was so, so impressed. So, you know, it is sad to see someone who's really, really striving to go home. But I think of the two of them, I don't know. I don't really think Aja did the worst in this episode. But I don't know if that was a factor for Bebe. It's always very interesting to know how they decide what they're going to do and how they're going to send people home. And I feel like a lot of these queens haven't fully agreed as to what the parameters are. So it's kind of just a free-for-all. And I think that was no more evident than in this episode. And then, of course, bitch, we got the twist of the ending, bitch. The twist. So it's been made very, very clear that, like in the last season, they are going to have queens who return for their revenge. Now, it looks, this time, from the looks of it, they had 3 different queens in hoods appear. So what I'm guessing is there's only going to be 3 queens that return for their revenge. So I'm not sure how that's going to work out or what they're planning to do. But I know that the next episode is going to be a girl group challenge, yet again, which I think is going to be really, really interesting. Hopefully Trixie will be at the top of her game again. But this does beg the question, who are the 3 queens who are coming back? And what I'd like to know in the comments is, who would you most like to see back? I have a pretty good idea of who is coming back, of course, because of Reddit. But I'm going to keep that information to myself until next week, and we'll see together. Also, if you have not already heard the news, Season 10 will be starting immediately after Season 3 of All-Star. So I'm very, very excited about that. I will, of course, be doing recaps all throughout Season 10. I cannot wait to see these queens, to see what they pull together. I'm so, so excited for Season 10. And honestly, I'm just so excited for everything I've been able to do here. So I want to thank you all so, so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to give it a thumbs up. And please help me out and give me a subscribe. And until next time, bye.